It's like a bad movie in a decrepit cinema of blue America, where the popcorn is laced with despair and the seats that haven't been stolen yet are held together by duct tape. Let's talk about the State of the Union gifted to us by the Biden administration, where visa overstays turn into Molotov cocktail happy hours, and mothers of two get taken out by a Honduran hit squad who couldn't care less about life. And the media? They're too busy polishing their Pulitzer Prize from their last Russiagate hoax to report on any of them. Also because they are anything but colorblind. Biden's progressive legacy to America, baby. Picture this. An Egyptian guy, let's call him Molotov Mahmoud, stay with the alliteration, overstays his visa like it's a hotel checkout that he forgot about it. Sorry about that, forgot to return my card. Does he get a polite
tap on the shoulder with a one-way ticket back to Cairo?
No way. The Biden administration instead hands him a work permit, like he's employee of the month at a falafel stand. The next thing you know, he's lobbying Molotov cocktails at a peaceful rally. Folks just trying to remind the world about Jewish hostages still held by Hamas. 8 people injured. Apparently at least 1 died since he's being charged with capital murder. Chaos in the streets. And Mahmoud's probably thinking, this is the American dream, free lighter fluid and a Biden food card. Media? Crickets. Not a peep. Trying to both sides it, of course, because this doesn't fit their script. Because we all know if Mahmoud was a white dude in a MAGA hat, CNN would have built a hologram of him to haunt your TV screen 24/7, to put it out in the center of your city and beam it, taking out billboards on the freeways to advertise systemic racism that exists in our nation and how MAGA are the terrorists.
Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic.
But no, this guy gets a pass from the leftists because he's not the right kind of villain for the narrative. The Democrats' uniparty is too busy funneling your tax dollars into their NGOs to care about a little firebombing at a peace rally. It's just another Tuesday, guys. Meanwhile, down in South Carolina, a mother of 2 on her way to a birthday party, probably with a gift bag full of dollar store treasures, gets taken out by 6 illegal immigrants from Honduras. These guys aren't just here without papers. They're operating like a low-rent Fast and Furious crew. No remorse, no apologies, just vibes. And the ringleader, oh, he's a real gem. He was arrested in 2023 for domestic violence, probably practicing for the heavyweight title in wife beating with a steel-toed boot. Does he get deported? Oh no, you already know the answer. The Biden administration's like, nah, he's good. Let him stay. We need more character in America. Character, huh? This guy's got the moral compass of a hyena on bath salts, but sure, let's keep him around for the diversity quota. If this was a white guy, the headlines would scream, systemic racism kills black mom of 2. And Al Sharpton would be doing a live special from the crime scene. But 6 illegals, silence. The media's too busy writing think pieces about how pronouns save lives. And let's harken back and remember our old pal, the Maryland man, Abrego Garcia himself, the cause celeb of the Democrats. This guy, he's the poster child for why is he still here, human trafficking, check. Beating his wife with a boot, check. Illegal as a $3 bill, check as well. But of course, the Biden FBI tells the Tennessee cops who pulled him over for suspected human trafficking, sorry, this guy, don't touch him. He represents the diversity our nation needs. Besides, we're too busy staking out school board meetings, hunting down moms who go over their time limit at the PTA meeting because they don't want their kids learning from a DEI coloring book called Why Timmy Has Two Dads and a reparations bill. Human trafficking for them is a non-event, but Karen raising her voice at a PTA meeting, now that is a national security threat. Lock her up. Garcia, though, he's free to roam, trafficking human beings like it's an Uber side hustle. I need an extra couple $100. And when people say, hey, I think this guy, if anybody deserves to be deported, it's him. The Democrats clutch their pearls and cry, but due process, for a guy who's breaking laws like they're piñatas at a cartel birthday bash. Give me a break. Why are they really doing this becomes the question. One word only, power. Okay, a second word, the utopia they want to achieve. Destruction of the red, white, and blue. A little lengthy for 2 words, but all right. They don't want due process. No, they don't care about that. That's their excuse to obfuscate. What they want are votes. They want a permanent blue majority so they can shove their woke gospel down our throats forever. With AI bots patrolling X to zap anyone who dares say, I don't know, maybe open borders aren't my vibe. This, my friends, is the Democrat gift to America. A big old piñata stuffed with acid, poison, and chaos. They're not just letting criminals stay, they're rolling out the red carpet, handing them a match and saying, go explore and make some memories. And when it all goes south, when rallies get firebombed, when moms don't make it to birthday parties, they gaslight us. You are just xenophobic. You don't understand the beauty of diversity, you racist bigot. Diversity. I love diversity. I'm all for tacos, falafels, and freedom. But when your diversity comes with a side of Molotovs and manslaughter, maybe it's time to, shall we say, rethink the guest list. The game's clear, the borders are open, let the chaos flow. And, of course, blame the other side when it blows up. Blame Donald Trump, of course. Siphon off the tax dollars to their NGOs, like Stacey Abrams getting $2 billion of our taxpayer dollars after being open for a year and having $100 in the bank. They're using that to fund their campaigns, to crank up the DEI machine, to turn Americans against each other while they sip champagne at Davos. That's the plan. And if you left the Democrat Party, as did I, congrats, because you saw through the fog of their sanctimonious BS. And I hate to say this, but it's almost inevitable that amongst these people are real terrorists, sleeper cells that entered into the country when the border was down, that are lying low by design, who the Democrats, by the way, let in intentionally. And they're going to use the excuse, that it not only represents diversity of skin, but thought as well, because there aren't that many Americans that are looking to blow up giant buildings. And when they start with the planned attacks against America, it's going to be utter bedlam and chaos. And I hate to tell you this again, but the odds of that not happening approaches 0. We're going to be paying for what the Democrats did to our border for decades. And the sad part is, again, it's intentional, folks. They laced our country with as many points of acid as they could to slowly eat away at what binds our society together. And before the doom that I'm unfortunately predicting takes place, there are far too many Americans that are busy dodging Molotovs and praying that we don't end up as collateral damage in the blue team's grand experiment to turn America into a dystopian yard sale where Xi Jinping and the Chinese can walk in and pick up the pieces that they find intriguing. So God bless this mess that we're in. And in the meantime, get the fire extinguishers ready.